Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, and it's been quite some time since I made a video for you, but then I thought this was important. It's 11 p.m. already, but then I think it's not too late to speak about this particular subject because it's something to do with children. I recently watched the news and then this piece of news hit me and it has been inside my head for quite some time. And this particular piece of news is about a young boy who had a special hairstyle, and he was in school and his teacher abused him, hit him, and then he got very badly hurt in his head because his teacher hit him in the head because of that particular hairstyle that he had. And when he went to the doctor again abused him and said that he should have been killed, or he should have been something weird. I think that was not the language of a doctor. The language of a doctor is supposed to be very compassionate, very, very loving, very caring towards the patients. And when the young boy who was hurt in the head, who was hit by the teacher because of having a particular kind of hairstyle in school, goes to the doctor and the doctor abuses him, physically abuses him, and says that he should have been killed or something like that. I'm just wondering where our society is going to. In which direction are we going to? Because we talk about a lot of things. We talk about inclusivity, we talk about love, and we talk about compassion, and we talk about humanity, and we talk all kinds of things. But at the end of the day, when there is a student, a young student, this student is not even out of school, so he's still not an adult, goes to school, has a particular kind of hairstyle, and then he is abused by the teacher for having flaunting that kind of a hairstyle. So where are we going? Where are the teachers leading us? The teachers are supposed to be the architects of this world. The teachers are supposed to be the designers, the king makers and the queen makers of this country and the world. So if they behave in this particular manner with a boy who's not very well off. Now, I wonder if a teacher would do that to a student whose parents are very well off. I don't think they would do that at all. So this particular boy who was not very well off has been treated like that by his teacher. So that's a very sad thing, because I always say that teaching is a work of heart. Not a work of art, but work of heart. So I think every teacher should be very, very compassionate towards their students, because when a child goes to school, the child thinks that is his second home, because he gets to learn a lot of stuff. He gets to interact with friends who become family later on. He or she gets to interact with teachers. And if these teachers don't behave like parents, and if they don't behave like very good guardians, then where are these children going to turn towards? Who are they going to turn towards? Who are they going to talk to about their problems? And children nowadays, as they grow older, have so many different kinds of issues. They have so many different kinds of conflicts. So it is important for us as teachers, as educationists, as people who are imparting education, to be compassionate towards their wards, towards the students who come to them to learn something. And the second news that I saw, that was the first news about a young little boy whose hairstyle was being taunted at by his teacher and then abused by the doctor. The second one was about a little girl who had, I think it was a little girl or a little boy, but it doesn't matter, it was a child. And this child had gone to school without shoes. Now, they're so poor that they cannot afford shoes. So can you believe that? And this teacher, the teacher of the child's class, says, if your parents cannot afford shoes, why did they give birth to you? How haunting is that for the little child? The little child will grow up with so many different kinds of thoughts inside their heads. That's a small little child, a toddler. And you say that, you, my dear teacher, says that to a young little child who still doesn't understand what is poverty all about. What is poverty for that child? He doesn't know. He doesn't understand what is being rich and what is having shoes, what is having a good meal, what is having a good uniform. Maybe somebody has gifted that uniform to the child. Maybe the father is trying to make ends meet for the family. Maybe the mother doesn't work. She's working at home. She's a homemaker. There's so many things to raising a child. But then when we find that teachers abuse children for a hairstyle, for being a little smarter than the teacher, for not wearing shoes, for not being appropriate in school and all these kind of things, why can't teachers be more compassionate? Why can't they be like as if they would be explaining what's the problem? They could definitely explain what's going on, right? You can't abuse a child. And these young children grow up and they start this feeling, they start getting angry about the teacher. I always keep saying one thing, that when you are a teacher, you must need to be compassionate. And you want to be remembered as a good, loving, compassionate teacher, not as a person who hates children. Because when you give away that message that you do not like children and you are harsh with the children and you are not loving and compassionate and humane towards your children, towards the children who come to study with you, then you will never be remembered. And we all want to be remembered for some reason or the other. I want to be remembered as a very loving and very caring trainer. So I don't want to be remembered as a person who's harsh and who's repulsive, who doesn't want to listen to what the problems of the children. So teachers, my dear teachers, please try and understand that your job is to be loving towards teachers, towards the students, because then only will they learn. Because when you start on a mission where you are going to be harsh to students, they are not going to learn. And you are supposed to be the nation builders. The teachers are supposed to be the nation builders. When you call yourself the nation builders, you call yourself the architects of everybody, of all these people, of all of doctors and engineers and everybody, scientists. You call yourself the architects. Then an architect needs to be very caring when they're building up, when they're designing a particular monument or a house or a foundation or anything, whatever it is, whatever you're designing, you need to be very compassionate. So on that note, I'm going to say bye, but I'm going to keep telling all the teachers all the time that teaching is a work of heart. And talk to your soul about it. Talk to your soul and ask yourself whether you are a wonderful teacher or not, whether you're a loving teacher or not, whether you're a compassionate teacher or not. And then you will get the answers. It's important for you to talk to your own self. On that note, I'm going to request all of you to subscribe to my channel. Please do subscribe if you still haven't done it. And if you do like hearing what I say, do share my videos, because I make very less videos, but I make them very relevant so that we talk about the topics that are happening right now. And I especially talk about children. I love to talk about young people, young leaders, and we are building young leaders for the future. So we want them to be very loving, because this is the foundation that we are creating for them, right? So we need to be very, very compassionate. So I'm going to say bye to all of you. Love all of you so much. Do keep watching my channel, and I'm going to see you again soon.